Bright, sunshiny day to you all. Greetings of peace. This is Jacob Rhythmic Dragon from the Foundation for the Law of Time, and I'm here to go over this upcoming moon for Noos-letter number 152. This current moon is the planetary moon, the planetary dog moon of manifestation, and we ask ourselves in this moon, how do I perfect what I do? And this is also the 7th video in, I guess, a little mini-series I've been doing of just talking a little bit about the prayer of the 7 galactic directions, which is such, of course, a profound, beautiful, and very meaningful prayer. That is, it has like lots of layers of meaning going on in it, and it's such a beautiful, prayer, and it's created in our times, which I think is also really interesting, kind of bridging us to the future. So, you can see the whole prayer at lawoftime.org/meditations. I'm not going to go over the entire prayer right now, but we're going to talk about the 7th and final direction of the 7 galactic directions. And so in the last line it says, "From the center, galactic source, which is everywhere at once, may everything be known as the light of mutual love." And that line, I think, is, in some ways, it's like the simplest of all the different lines of the prayer, but in some ways its mystery is kind of the toughest to penetrate, at least for me when I think about it. I mean, it sounds very simple. May everything be known as the light of mutual love. What are you talking about? Are you talking about every object, everything, living and non-living, every experience, every activity, every action? I'm always kind of reflecting on it, wondering, what does this mean, that may everything be known as the light of mutual love? And one thing that kind of connected to it with me was this. I remembered when I was a while back reading about near-death experiences, and how a lot of accounts of people who have died and then have come back, and then then afterwards they describe what they experience. There's a lot of people who describe something, the type of thing where, they see their whole life, of course, flash before their eyes, all their experiences, and they also see kind of the whole picture, the entire planet, everything that's happening on the planet, in terms of like a major eagle-eyes view, just seeing everything all at once. And when seeing this whole like movie, this wraparound 360-degree holographic movie of their entire life, all the details of their life, and then everything that's happening on the planet simultaneously, they all, from what I remember, people describing these near-death experiences, they all describe a sense of just total peace, like that there was some understanding that everything is all just is truly perfect in a like ultimately cosmic sense, that like even this life and what happens in this world is very much like a dream, and it's all very intelligently and compassionately organized by some divine master intelligence. So it's all like part of one incomprehensible mandala of perfection, of from the beauty of the physical world all the way down to the beauty, the bittersweet experiences of life, so that like even things that happen in our lifetime, or things that we see in history, or whatever, even if they're things that seem unjust, or that we can't understand, that why is this happening, or what is the whole reason behind all this, or wow, it's such a shame that this type of thing has to happen. Like it seems that like all those things, even that there's some kind of deeper wisdom beyond and underneath all that, which may have to go into the process of each individual's soul learning exactly what it's meant to learn in this life. So that was just my own personal trying to like meditate on this. May everything be known as the light of mutual love. It's, if you're trying to see everything all at once, and then if it's the light of mutual love, that also implies love, coming in both directions, So I guess maybe from the creator of all of this, and then from each of us, which is ultimately also part of the creator of all this, perhaps. So that's just some thoughts on this very powerful prayer, the prayer of the 7 galactic directions. Again, you can see the whole prayer at lawoftime.org/meditations. And then at the end of the prayer is recited this phrase, Ayum hunabku eva maya e maho. Ayum hunabku eva maya e maho. Ayum hunabku eva maya e maho, which is also pretty a nice synthesis of different kind of cultures, you know, because you have the Mayan word hunabku, which means the one giver of movement and measure. And then Emaho, of course, is from Tibetan Buddhist tradition. And Emaho kind of is just in general terms, it's kind of like an exclamation or at profound, at the profound amazement that anything exists at all. And so let alone that we're here to perceive it and reflect upon it. So hello, little technical difficulties there as we were reflecting on Emaho and the amazement that anything should exist at all. The video stopped recording. And so I think the part that it missed, I was saying that the whole thing, Ayum hunabku eva maya Emaho, Jose Arguelles Valum Votan translates that to mean all hail the harmony of mind and nature. All hail the harmony of mind and nature. And I also that wanted to express that, you know, this, since this concludes the 7 moon process of going through and looking at this, the prayer of the 7 galactic directions, just wanted to thank you guys for the opportunity and sharing that with me, and I hope it's been interesting for you as it has been for me, because I really appreciated the chance to just kind of go through and reflect upon all those lines of the prayer, and so I'm grateful for that. So let's look at the cycles of the planetary moon that's happening this year. The planetary moon, as I mentioned, has the totem animal of the dog, and asks the question, how do I perfect what I do? And the planetary moon always begins on the 4th of April Gregorian, and it concludes on the 1st of May in the Gregorian calendar. And so the first wave spell that's represented in this moon, that is the first 13-day cycle, is the red moon wave spell of universal water, which is also, if you recall, the first wave spell of the green central castle of enchantment, which is also known as the court of the matrix, or Merlin's tower, as it were. So we're in an architecture of time that's suffused with magic. So hope you guys find excuses to bring the magic into your own life at this time. And so the first 6 days of this moon are the last 6 days of that red moon wave spell of universal water. That concludes on the 6th day of this moon, and on the 7th day of the moon, it's kin 222, white magnetic wind, and that begins the white wind wave spell. And the white wind wave spell comes with the power of spirit, breath, and communication. And all 13 days of the white wind wave spell are in this moon, and that concludes on the 19th day of the moon, on kin 234, white cosmic wizard. And then the next day is blue magnetic eagle, that's April 23rd Gregorian, kin 235, blue magnetic eagle, on Limi 20 of the moon. That begins the blue eagle wave spell of vision. So it has the power of vision, mind, and the power to create. And so we have the first 9 days of that wave spell represented in this moon. So again, this whole planetary moon of manifestation, how do I perfect what I do, has within it, in the green central castle of enchantment, the red moon wave spell of universal water, purifying flow, the white wind wave spell of spirit, communicating breath, and the blue eagle wave spell of vision, creating mind. So those are the 3 wave spells in this moon. There are also a handful of galactic activation portals this moon. There is the kin 218 white planetary mirror, which is on the 3rd day of the moon, on April 6th. And this is a very special day, as you guys will soon see. But also the galactic signature, kin 218, is the day that the tomb of Pakal Votan was discovered in Palenque. So that's a very powerful day. And then likewise, the kin 222 white magnetic wind, that's a galactic activation portal. And that happens to be the signature of a man named Tony Shearer, who was instrumental in bringing awareness of the prophecy cycle of Quetzalcoatl to Jose Arguelles' awareness, so that he could further decode that and discover that the conclusion came on August 16th and 17th, 1987, which became, of course, the harmonic convergence, the world's first globally synchronized meditation for peace, and which thereafter, of course, the Berlin Wall fell, amongst other things. So globally synchronized meditation for peace, definitely think we can keep those going and have lots of good reasons for that. So then the next galactic portal in this moon is on the 24th day of the moon. It's on April 27th Gregorian. It's kin 239 blue overtone storm. And then 2 days after that is kin 241 red resonant dragon, also a galactic activation portal. And that's on April 29th, or the 26th day of the planetary moon. So I think that about covers it for this planetary moon. You'll notice that you can pre-order the Almanac for the upcoming year, the year of the red self-existing moon, which is also a galactic activation portal. So the upcoming year should promise to be pretty transformative, though it seems like every year has been quite transformative anyway, all the time, these last decade or so, because it seems we're in quite the mutating hologram. So I hope you guys have a wonderful planetary moon, and I will see you when we start off the spectral moon. Bye.